people got employment just because of this. And if you see the structure also, more than 40% NGOs are working in the educational sector only, 20% in healthcare, in environment also 10%, and for disaster management also 10. The last point I will be covering in my next slide, where we are talking about, then as per the 2022 data, more than 25,000 crore companies have somewhere spent on CSR activities. Okay, where some examples are also given. I'm not promoting any. By the way, there is nothing wrong to promote NGOs, but these are some example. There are a lot of examples like this, but covering a few. For example, Pratham is there. It is also an NGO which has done a great job in educational field. More than 58 million student it has reached out. More than 58 million friends. What a great number it is. 58 million. At the same point of time, you will be able to see Smile Foundation has reached to 1.5 million people when it comes on healthcare sector. There is an NGO Seva has reached to 1.7 million women when it comes on improving their skills. And Goonj, I guess it is so famous. Yesterday only Goonj was there when in Tamil Nadu for the disaster management and all. Though we were able to handle it nicely, but these NGOs are able to reach everywhere. When Uttarakhand faced this issue, so Goonj was one of the NGOs who was there. With this only, I would love to add about this ARM Foundation also, Freedom Employability Academy. It is also one of the top 10 NGOs in India. Okay, and it has also reached till today 2.5 million students. Somewhere these are professionals, so somewhere it is 2.5 million students, which has. So this was about how these NGOs are working in society. So as I shared, now I can talk a bit about CSR I was talking about. So it is somewhere out of the context, but let me share a bit about it. So what CSR is actually, you already must be knowing about it, is corporate social responsibility. Okay. So somewhere now I will be relating that how mostly NGOs are being funded. So most of the NGOs, either individuals pay, okay, or these NGOs get paid by the under this CSR activity. So what CSR activity is? Government thought that somewhere this corporate who are in the society and are able to make a lot of profit because of the society only, why they do not pay back. So government brought one term, CSR, corporate social responsibility, and this is under 135, section 135 of Companies Act 2013. Okay, so government brought this term under 135 section, that a company whose turnover is more than 100 crore, okay, net worth is somewhere 500 crore or above, and profit is 5 crore rupees yearly, they need to contribute in CSR. So simple formula they brought. I hope you know the meaning of net worth. Net worth is the overall the value of a company, excluding liabilities. Okay, so whatever the companies has, okay, including assets, including goodwill, and if it decrease the liability apart from it, so then whatever the amount we have, that is net worth. So if net worth of a company is more than 500 crore or above, at the same point of time that company turnover is more than 1000 crore, and that company is able to make 5 crore rupees net profit yearly, so these companies need to be part of CSR activities. Okay, now question comes that, sir, how much they pay? So they somewhere pay 2% of the profit. Okay. So, but it is of last 3 years profit. So whatever they earn in last 3 years, so average of that and 2% of that profit they pay in CSR. This 2% is also, by the way, in crore. Example was this only, that in 2022 they have paid more than 25,000 crore rupees in CSR activities only. So most of the companies go in this way. Nowadays, some organization have found different way also of doing it. So for example, Reliance has opened their Reliance Foundation. Okay, so they do their charity in their own organization only. Okay, for example, Tech Mahindra has Tech Mahindra Foundation. Okay, so they contribute their CSR in their own. So we have such example also in society, where these companies have opened their own foundation. Okay, for example, we have this Wipro, I guess. Wipro's CEO is Premji Bhai. So we have Premji Foundation, right? So there are multiple examples in the society, but ultimately, what we are able to see, a great change in society. Right now, also you were able to see that even one single organization is touching the life of thousands. Right now, when Janvi was talking about the Vikara Foundation, uh, in few years only touching these many lives, that is also incredible. Okay, and believe in friends, when it starts, we do not have a lot of funds, we do not have a lot of volunteers with us. It is after years to years, then we see these funds, then we have a departments. But at the initial point, volunteers are the blood of this body, or you can say the main organs of this body. That is just a volunteer. So volunteers are the people who help actually to take the organization somewhere. Otherwise, without volunteers, it is nothing. And you also know that when, for example, as individual, as for example, someone comes to us and tells that, sir, हमने एक organization खोली है, sir, please donate. So we also think a lot of, you must have seen near to metros also, some people go for the cancer donation and all. How many of us donate? Rarely a few. Why? Because of belief factor. Okay, we have not seen their work in the society. So these are the volunteers only for the initial phase, when organization is able to survive because of volunteers only. Without them, NGOs are nothing somewhere. So this was about CSR and what the NGOs are. So as I shared that these work in trust, society, and Section 8 companies. Today, I'm not going in deep into it, but just for your knowledge purpose, I shared that there can be trust, there can be societies, there can be Section 8 companies too. Okay, and these all are called NGOs only. Now let's understand how these NGO functions, because I myself working in NGO, so can share with all of you that somewhere this body is, we need trustees. Okay, so once we have trustees, these trustees, then we need operational part, where we have fundraiser. Okay, where we have operation team, training teams. Okay, and at the same point of time, we have monitoring and evaluation team, who are able to monitor it, who are able to evaluate the success. And for your kind information, these evaluation and monitoring is really important to grow. Without this, it is so difficult to prove that what your organization is doing, how your organization is bringing the change. I'm able to relate it when I listened this word NGO first, and someone told that NGO teaches free of cost. The first thought came in my mind कि यार फ्री में क्या ही पढ़ाते होंगे, what would be the quality. Am I right? And usually this thought is so common in society. When it comes to an NGO, people think that it is just about time pass. That अगर आप हमारे यहाँ बच्चे भेज दो, so people may think, I do not know which kind of brainwashing would be happening there, or will they be really teaching? Here people are um, taking this much big amount and not able to teach. These people are ready to teach free of cost. So this is very common phenomena, common which we see in the societies. So surely as a volunteer we get a lot of exposure to about it. So it is really important, volunteers are really important to make the organization. So let me come trustees, then we have this operational part. In operation, where we have different departments, volunteers including, and then as I share the importance of monitoring and evaluating, that is really important. So that sometimes happens at the uh, you can say from the audit perspective, or to make the project and the reporting perspective, so we can show this to the people that what change actually we are able to bring at this point of time. Okay, and that is always important too. Recently I have worked on a project which was a unity project, where there was a few professor from Stanford University, and they prepared a few lessons, somewhere 30 lessons on unity in diversity. Okay, though in India it is already there, unity in diversity, but still they chose our organization to implement this project there. So I was a project head there, where on 500 student we implemented this. So what I mean to say, before we implement these projects, or before we implement these ideas, what our objective is to see what actually people level is right now. After implementing these ideas, after implementing this project, what the outcome is. So we should be always able to monitor, we should be able to evaluate it. Without it there is nothing. Without it organization is also somewhere nowhere. So data works nicely in this field. Okay, but as an individual we just think about the society. What are we contributing in society? How can we bring the changes in society? And to show that only, I am going to share my next slide. So how does NGO helps to shape up your career? So surely it develops your soft skills like communication, leadership, problem solving, teamwork, and cultural sensitivity. Am I right? And at the same point of time, surely for the technical skills like project management, fundraising, uh, grant writing, event planning, and advocacy skills are often acquired. A few datas are also given. As I shared that I did not add a lot of. Okay, so few data, for example, a LinkedIn report says, as per the 2021, that it increases the hiring chances by 27% if you add anything related to volunteering, anything related to mentoring, right? So if something is there in your resume which talks about volunteering, which talks about these intern in any NGOs, which talks about the mentoring part, that increases the 27% chances of hiring. More than 82% of hiring managers prefer candidates with the volunteering or NGO experience. And this data was collected from HR community. Okay, professional working with NGOs like Pratham or Gunj have gone to secure role in company's CSR department. So these NGOs are now reaching out to this level, that in companies, why not to give priority to these volunteers only to work for the CSR? So, what we are actually able to understand by this, in case we are somewhere involved in this society change, we are somewhere helping our society. This does not just help us uh, at my personal peace, but at the same point of time, I am getting the exposure, I am getting the benefit in my professional life too, where these things are helping me to get my job, to secure my job, and to sustain there. Because surely the people who work for NGOs and all, they're very good into soft skills. They know about the diversity. They know how to talk to the people, because they do not need to learn this. They have already lived it. So when they go to the ground level, they understand okay, what actually happens, what actually the real problem is, and not from the soft skills perspective. If you see from the technical perspective also, these people are great to understand the emotion of a people. They are very good into project management. They are very good into event planning. Why? Because they have done it. As ma'am was sharing right now only about the same, that we have opportunity in Vikara also about intern in these all the field. So it is not just about doing it, but at the same point of time, because we work it at very ground level, at surface, so we understand actually how does it work, how does it function. And then once we are at the corporate, once we are in our professional world, then somewhere this experience helps us a lot. Let's see how does it make us a great person. So enhance empathy and emotional intelligence. Nowadays, people talk about this EQ a lot. Earlier, people used to talk about IQ. Nowadays, people have started talking about EQ too. So emotional intelligence, it helps. A survey by the UNV, United Nations Volunteers, revealed that 92% of volunteers reported increased empathy and better interpersonal skills after working with NGOs. So friends, see the data, great data. A sense of fulfillment and purpose. Employees who have volunteered report being 55% more satisfied with their careers, according to a study by the Harvard Business. So it means what we are able to understand, that somewhere it is not about killing two birds with one stone. It is somewhere killing thousands of, no, word is wrong by the way. Let's do not kill. Let's be in Hindi only. Okay, ek panth do kaj. Okay, or somewhere here not two kaj, here are thousands of kaj are happening, thousands of works are happening. So somewhere I'm able to serve to the society as a volunteer or as an intern, or even when I'm working. Okay, so somewhere I'm able to give to my society back. Somewhere when it comes on self esteem, you must be able to recall the Mars, Maslow's hierarchy, where it talks about physical need, social need, and talks about self-esteem. So somewhere we are able to reach there, and at the same point of time, at professionally and personally, I'm able to do a great things. I'm able to recall one study says that more than 75 to 80% people in this world are not at all happy with their jobs. And even in that, 7 to 8% are such people who literally hate their job. I mean, don't love to go there, but still, just to survive, just to make money, they need to go there. But when it comes on volunteer, because they have lived one life or one moment of the life where they have gone to the ground and they have seen this. I'm able to recall one moment. Recently, my father met with an accident, and when he went to the hospital, okay, and came back, he was so happy. So I said, Father, means you got the injury, still you are so happy. He said, when I went there and saw the cases in RML hospital, by the way, Delhi, he was like, people people are such who are in like really worse condition. No one is there to help them financially, no one is there with them to support emotionally even. I was feeling so privileged that I'm better than them. So somewhere it is about mindset which you build in NGO. Last example I am able to recall, there was a person one day, and he used to work in a company. This person was called by a manager and told ki, you do one thing, that go in Africa country. Okay, this company had a footwear business. Okay, and this company owner told to a person that you do one thing, please go to African that particular region, okay, the African country, and see that can we open our business there. So that person went to Africa, wandered at that particular area, and came back after spending some days and told that sorry sir, we should open our business. Okay, we should not open our business. Reason that sir, no one wears shoes and slippers in that particular place. So why to open our business there? So this person told, yes, you are absolutely right. When no one wears shoes and slippers, why to open our footwear business there? So they postponed the idea. Now this owner still had the curiosities, so sent one more person. Okay, maybe he was one of us volunteer. He went there again, found that area, researched that area, came back, told that, sir, wow, sir, what a place I found. He said, what happened? He said, sir, this is our marketplace. Sir, no one wears shoes and slippers, so we will be the first one who will give them shoes and slipper. So what an incredible idea it would be. So friend, this comes when you work at the ground zero. You get a lot of exposure. You open actually the ideas. You open a brain when you meet these students at the ground level. When you meet these people, and it is somewhere in Hindi we call it घोड़े खोलना. Okay, then you actually come out of this somewhere the era. Wow man, what a students are here, what a people, what a great thinking they have. I myself today I'm working as a territory manager handling more than 2000 students in Delhi. Okay, somewhere I can say 2000 professional in Delhi because these all are working professional. But still today, whenever I get opportunity, I do not go to my office, I directly go to the ground zero. I spend time with these kids, these people, because the way they see the world, the way they work in their society, they are part of the family, they share their experience of society, that really helps a lot. Not only me, even all of us. So today not going to share a lot of things because of a limited time, but friends, would love to tell you that it is a great opportunity which we all are getting. Okay, I myself have already nominated myself for this volunteers activity, that whatever the part I can contribute in, I would love to contribute as a volunteer in this Vikara Foundation. Okay, and I would even love to invite you all here, that whatever changes we can make. Okay, we know that we are not perfect in any field, but whatever knowledge we have, whatever we can contribute to the society, we should provide it. I am able to recall the last example which my mom usually gives. She tells that can someone survive just inhaling, just taking the breath, सिर्फ सांस लेते जाओ छोड़ो मत. Can someone survive? Not at all possible. We need to take it out, right? So similarly, it happens in a life also. Whatever you are taking, take it out. Just do not take from the society. Take a few moments, take some time where you can take something for the society out. And when you get the opportunity at your home, okay, then why to miss it? Am I right? So when you are getting such a foundation like Vikara Foundation, and there are some other NGOs too, whenever you get the opportunity, okay, then try your level best to serve back. Okay, with this only, I would love to control my talk here only. I'm so talkative. Okay, so if I start talking, it may make you 10. Okay, but we can go for a few question answer round now. Okay, in case you have any query, okay, or you want to ask something related to NGOs or related to my experience, I would love to invite you all. So over to you guys.
I would request if anybody has any question or doubt related to anything which Sir said, they can just ask, or anything about NGO at specific. So you can just open up and ask.
Hi, sir. This is Vipul. My question to you is, how do you measure the success and impact of our NGO's project? Like, how we can measure that if it is a success or not? Like, it will be grateful if you can shed some light on this.
Thank you so much, Vipul, for the nice question. Surely, we need the measurement in this, and everything cannot be measured in words. Okay, so we always try a level best to convert into the numbers. So, as I was giving the example of this Unity project which I handled, so what actually happens? I took the help of some psychologist in that, and we prepared some questionnaires related to the unity, diversity, how do people, how we should respond, okay, or some you can say case study kind of questions. So I took help of some psychologist in that and prepared one questionnaires. Then before implementing this project, I implemented that questionnaire there, I conducted that and took the answer of my student, that how do they see these questions right now. Later, when this these 30 days program we implemented, again after 30 days I did the same, and I got again the responses, and then I compared that what change I am able to see in my students responses, right? But it can happen in different way for the different purpose. For example, I'm able to recall in 2021, when this pandemic was there, that point of time also I was working on a project, and suddenly lockdown happened. So whatever I planned, so my plan was like this, that program was on 2000 student. So we wanted to see that how a particular organization is empowering women. So we planned accordingly, and we thought that okay, we will be taking the test after implementing this 6 month program, and we will be able to see the changes. But suddenly this lockdown happened, and we were like how to complete the project on a time. Then we called one some people of IT, and they prepared some questionnaires on. They developed actually a particular app which helped us in that. And then we went to door these people. We reach out to these people over the call, and then we help them to conduct this survey, and then we were able to see the impact of our program. So surely, as for example, Vikara is working. For an example, they are working on a video editing part. So first checking that how students are before joining the course. So preparing some questionnaires, preparing or checking their knowledge, and then after implementing the program, again checking that how does this program works. Are we able to see some significant changes or not? So that actually helps not just to talk about the organization, but somewhere as an individual to reflect, to do the retrospection on it, that how one person, how oneself is working on a particular project, right? So that happens actually everywhere, but these are some basics. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
And Vipul, as I'm part of Vikara now, so surely we would be love to prepare some project like this, of course, where we will be able to evaluate our students learning.
For sure, sir. For sure. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you so much, sir, for joining us as a volunteer or joining us as a teammate. So I'm Atul. I'm the founder of Vikara and the Voice of Change Foundation. So as you guys have a question, like sir told us, there are three types of NGOs: trust societies and Section 8. So I would like to mention that we are registered under Section 8 company, and so we are registered last year only in November. And so we are working since 2020 uh, in the lockdown, but in a structured way. We started it in last year, and we have this like project as Janvi told us, like Paridhan. We have started it in the wake of Delhi floods. So people are in the under the flyovers, इनके पास कपड़े भी नहीं थे, तो हमने स्टार्ट किया इसको, लाइक हमारा एक जो प्रोजेक्ट था परिधान, इसके काफ़ी सारे पार्ट्स हो चुके हैं, एंड वी आर ऑल्सो प्लानिंग कि अभी हम और इसके पार्ट्स आगे करने वाले हैं। एंड शिक्षा एक अधिकार जो हमने स्टार्ट किया था, जो बच्चों का एजुकेशन जो लॉस हो जाता है, लाइक लर्निंग लॉस होता है, बीच में कोई बच्चा होता है जो 9th क्लास में होता है, एंड उसके पास जो नॉलेज होती है वो 6 क्लास की भी नहीं होती है। तो उससे होता क्या है कि जो ड्रॉप आउट्स हैं वो स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं कि वो ग्रैप अप नहीं कर पाता क्लास में जाके। तो हमने इस प्रॉब्लम को आइडेंटिफाई किया और उसके ऊपर काम करना स्टार्ट किया कि हम उसके लिए काम करें, लाइक जो जिसके कि गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स तो हैं, बच्चे भी जा रहे हैं, बट वो ड्रॉप आउट्स हैं क्योंकि उनको क्लास में या तो वो बेसिकली मन नहीं लग पा रहा है, या वो जो पढ़ा रहे हैं वो कैचअप नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, वहाँ तक नई चीज़ें उनको समझ नहीं आ रही, तो इसके वजह से वो स्कूल जाना बंद कर देते हैं। तो उसके ऊपर हमने बेसिक अपना एक करिकुलम प्लान किया, जो कि इरिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ क्लासेस हमने ग्रुप्स में बच्चों को डिवाइड किया, फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड फोर्थ, जिसमें कि नॉलेज के अकॉर्डिंग हमने रखा। जैसे सर ने बताया, विपुल का भी क्वेश्चन था कि हम कैसे उसको आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे कि हमने प्रोग्रेस किया कि नहीं किया। तो जब हमारे स्टार्टिंग में जो हम इनरोल करते हैं बच्चों को, तो हम एक टेस्ट कंडक्ट कराते हैं, जिसके अकॉर्डिंगली हम डिसाइड करते हैं कि बच्चा किस ग्रुप में जाएगा। वी हैव ओनली 4 ग्रुप्स, चाहे उसका क्लास 6 हो या 9th हो। तो उस नॉलेज के अकॉर्डिंग हम उस टेस्ट लेते हैं, उसके बाद हम बच्चों को डिसाइड करते हैं कि इस क्लास में हम बच्चों को रखेंगे। एंड दिस इज अबाउट आवर शिक्षा एक अधिकार जो प्रोजेक्ट है। इसके अलावा हमारा इमोशनल हेल्थ अवेयरनेस सेशंस हैं जो कि कंडक्ट कराते हैं। आकाश एंड प्रांजल इज लीडिंग दैट प्रोजेक्ट, जिसमें कि हमने देखा था कि कोटा में और काफ़ी जगहों पे जो सुसाइड केसेस हमारे पास आ रहे थे बहुत ज़्यादा, तो दैट वी वर प्लानिंग कि हम इसके लिए कुछ करते हैं। तो हमने स्टार्ट किया कि कुछ काउंसलिंग जो बच्चों को ज़रूरत है, मेनली 11th या और 9th क्लास के जो बच्चे होते हैं, उनको कैरियर प्लानिंग में बड़ी प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं, वो गलत कैरियर चूज़ कर लेते हैं और उसके बाद वो ऐसे गलत गलत कदम उठा लेते हैं। तो दैट वी वर स्टार्टेड इट कि हम कुछ करते हैं इसके लिए। तो हमने काफ़ी सारे दिल्ली के गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स में प्लान किया। एज ऑफ नाउ वी आर नॉट रजिस्टर्ड अंडर CSR, तो CSR में अभी हमारे पास कुछ एज मच फंड्स नहीं है। तो होपफुली 1-2 साल में हम लोग हो जाएंगे उसके लिए एलिजिबल। एंड दिस इज ऑल अबाउट विकारा, हमारे इवेंट्स। और आप लोग ऑलरेडी वॉलंटियर्स हो, बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हो। एंड सर, आपने जो भी बातें बताई दैट वाज रियली हेल्पिंग अस, और थ्रू आउट आप हमारे साथ हो अभी, तो आगे भी ऐसे सेशंस हम करते रहेंगे आपके साथ। सो थैंक यू सो मच, दिस इज ऑल अबाउट फ्रॉम माय साइड। थैंक यू, ओवर टू यू।
Thank you, Vipul sir. Thank you, Atul sir, for this kind words and introducing Vikara moreoverly. And so I would request, अगर विजय सर आपको कुछ बोलना है तो you can over. Otherwise, Vipul sir.
No, I'm really impressed the way Atul has started. And friends, I do not know particularly your age, and because I am not able to see you all, but I'm able to see that in this young age only, that we are able to understand the problem of society, that requires a lot of efforts, that requires a lot of maturity, that we are able to understand the problems. Here people are not able to understand their personal problem. They go to their friends, family members, joining a counseling sessions, joining you can say meditation centers, to understand what actually their feelings are. And here in this young age only we are able to understand the problem of society, problems of the world. And even not only just understanding, working on that, that requires a lot of efforts. So I would love to appreciate the team of Vikara. They're really doing a great job. Good luck. Good job, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Vijay sir. As we come to the end of this wonderful mentorship session, I want to extend my heartfelt thank to our mentor, Mr. Vijay Prohit. Sir, your time, wisdom, and guidance have been truly inspiring. The lessons you have shared today will stay with us and help us in our journeys ahead. Thank you for motivating us to think bigger and aim higher. I would also like to thank everyone who participated. Your energy, questions, and enthusiasm made this session actually even more meaningful from my side. It's your curiosity and passion for learning that make event like this so special. Thank you, Dean.
Thank you so much, sir. So once again, thank you, Sir Vijay sir, and thank you everyone for being the part of this session. Wishing you all success and growth days ahead. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you.
Bye everyone. Take care. See you.
Thank you guys. Have a good
Thank you,
night.
team. Good night.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Good night.
Good night. Bye.